Previously on Quasimorph, I picked up some heavy weapons, unlocked a few Magnum upgrades, and then told you I had a bunch of grinding to do before the factions equipped themselves like factions and not a bunch of street thugs. Here's about how that went.
What was that? Hello?
Oh my God, JC, a bomb!
Hello? Alright. All the enemies are technically dead, but let's see if we can't take care of the rest, and then we can have the run of the place. Dumbass. Oh, Ha. And there we go. Evacuation successful. And wear body armor next time.
Somebody please.
We can terminate orbit, sir. Roger. In.
Oh my! Accept our gift. Let it help you remain interesting to us.
We can terminate orbit, sir.
Huh, no missions. Maybe something on Mars will have some action?
For us to come back.
Let's see. Follow and attack at will. Let's go get you someplace safe. Alright, enjoy your new SMG. Let's go and run back to receive our reward. After a few dozen missions of grinding, I decided to go to Venus. That didn't go so well. On most planets, besides Mars and Earth and their satellites, Quasimorphs appear in missions by basically exploding out of killed humans. This chance starts low but increases as Quasimorphosis builds up. And that increases as time passes and enemies get hurt and killed. These Quasimorphs are a third faction, hostile to both player and enemy. And that means more fighting, which means more harm and death, which means more Quasimorphs. This can have a runaway effect, especially on longer missions, where you're likely to reach floors with Quasimorphosis already at 500 or above, where humans begin to spontaneously E-collapse. Operators aren't at risk of E-collapsing, but the onslaught of enemies is deadly enough, and that's before the Brahmfatura's Baron decides to say hello. So about 3 weeks to go to Venus, and about 3 weeks to head to Tokovsky. And I'm a little surprised. I was expecting everyone to be running around with their top shelf stuff already. But the reality is, tech levels have remained low. Now, we are facing enemies that are tech level 2 and not just 1, but that's still more like banging the rocks together than fission-powered water boilers. That said, what we find in a mission for realware will be what takes us up another notch. With this Quasimorphosis scanner, we now have everything we need to unlock the proxy takeover feature, which is exactly what it sounds like. Any minor corporation we want can become as our puppet, supporting all our future endeavors. Just one question: who shall we take over? After consulting my friend, I decide this run we'll be knocking over PlanetBridge, the solar system's biggest construction firm, because, as they put it, automated weapon systems are cool. Locate and eliminate the CEO of PlanetBridge. How ironic. The PMCs were once corporate proxy armies. Looks like it's time to flip the script, eh? Now we're calling the shots, boss. We're the client, contractor, and beneficiary all rolled into one. By installing the Proxy Corporation control module onto the Magnum, we've taken our first step to dominating the market. But first, we need to create a vacancy. The CEO of PlanetBridge is the linchpin, the only one left standing in the way of our direct control. Taking them out will send the market into chaos. While their stocks tank, we'll have just enough breathing room to neatly plug our control module into the corporation and seize the reins from the board of directors. This mission requires absolute precision. We'll need a surgical infiltration of the Charon DocBay. Get in, pinpoint the targets, eliminate them, and slip away quietly. After that, Magnum's Analytics Center will handle the rest. So, we've got Percy, we've got his gear. Actually, hold on. Yes, let's give him a gunsmith, just in case. And let's get going. The mission turns out to be even easier than I was expecting, to be honest. And that's what happens when you go for a takeover so early in the game, I suppose. And as for the boss? In unconventional warfare operations, it may be impossible or unwise to use conventional military munitions as tools in the conduct of certain missions. It may be necessary instead to fabricate the required munitions from locally available or unassuming materials. There we go. Now I've got like 6 thermal grenades. Yeah, hold on. Jesus, he's sure hitting me a lot, isn't he? Well. Somehow that worked. Now, normally I'd do my usual thing and leave this half-charred lead-filled corpse behind to inform my enemies of the treatment they could expect, but spying a defib on the wall gave me a better idea. 1, 2, 3, clear! Alright. And, now he's on our side. For what little good that will do, we'll see you around more, Mao-san. And just know that your company is under new leadership. And so, Ushijima Momomao died for all of 5 minutes, which was still long enough for the Magnum to take control. Now, whether Moromao remains as a figurehead or dies of syphilis on the street is none of our concern. Our concern is taking as much shit as we can, making sure PlanetBridge rises to the top. I'll be back with more videos, likely much shorter ones, considering I found it hard to release this one quickly, but I hope you join me then anyway. See you next time.